staff. The binders also contained background information on the girls. Each girl had her own story. I read 9-year-old Letitia had once been beaten with a baseball bat by her mom. I read 10-year-old India had been sexually abused by her own father. I read 7-year-old Nikki had been burned with cigarettes for misbehaving in the house. It was like perusing a book with pages no one would ever see. I remember feeling nauseous reading each of the horrifying stories. These girls were far more than bad kids who needed to be locked up in order to behave. That was the first time I sensed the call God placed on my life to build relationships and work as an advocate for Black girls who often find themselves on the margins. After learning their stories, everything about my entire approach to working with those 9 girls changed. I spent the next few months getting to know each girl personally. I listened to them share their stories. I watched them get so angry, staff would have to physically carry them to their rooms so they would calm down. I watched them laugh with Black girl joy with each other in random moments as if they'd forgotten they were locked away. I saw the pain on their faces when family would say they were coming to visit and then failed to show up at the last minute. I worked so many hours, there were times I would tuck the girls in at night, go home to sleep, and then be back the next morning in time to wake them up. I stopped treating the girls like a job or like they were inmates, and the girls began to let their guards down more and more. They nicknamed me Advocate because that was what they called staff they trusted. They showed me pictures of their families, and we stayed up at night talking about their crushes on boys and which staff they couldn't stand. Sometimes we talked about God and prayer, and we would pray together at night before it was time for lights out. A little under a year, I left the residential treatment facility upon getting a new job with another youth program. I struggled with the decision, knowing I would be one more person who had come into the girls' lives just to leave them. Before my last day, I bought them all journals, Bibles, and stuffed bears. I also spent time handwriting all 9 girls' personal letters telling each of them why they were special to me and why they were special to God. On that last day, I gave them their letters and gifts before leaving, and I will never forget the tears we all shed as we grieved the end of our season together. I distinctly remember telling the girls I knew I had to leave because I needed to go help other girls just like them to give voice to their own stories. It has been 15 years since my time at that residential treatment facility. My career has taken me into a variety of spaces, and in each one, I have had the privilege to experience a group of Black girls with vivacious spirits and colorful personalities. They each have a story to tell, just like the girls at the residential treatment facility at my first job. Typically, their lives are ones of amazing resilience while being discounted and overlooked, unseen and unheard. In my career, I have combined my education and pastoral practices to address the reality of Black girls' lives and experiences. I have been a teacher to Black girls in educational settings. I have been a counselor to Black girls in therapeutic settings. I have been a pastor to Black girls in pastoral settings. I have been a mentor to Black girls in community-based settings. The stories in this book come from my experiences with Black girls in each of those varied environments. Through these experiences, I often imagine how any number of the girls I meet could find themselves in one of Jesus' parables, the stories he used to illustrate a moral or spiritual lesson. He frequently focused his parables on the neglected and unnoticed, highlighting wisdom and strength where they had previously been ignored. These girls, too, are neglected and unnoticed. They are also wise and full of incredible strength. As Monique Morris writes, the way forward is to listen to and incorporate the voices and experiences of young women who have been overlooked in the current discourse. Parable of the Brown Girl builds the way forward by celebrating the voices and experiences of Black girls who have gone unseen for too long. The similarities of these girls' struggles amaze me. Oftentimes, when I would hear one girl share her story, I couldn't help but think about another girl with very comparable struggles and circumstances. These are not only similarities with each other's stories, but also similarities with Black women's stories across generations. I recognize their struggles and experiences in my own life. As I walked through the Smithsonian National Museum of African American History and Culture and read about the lives of other Black women and girls dating back to the 1500s, the cultural challenges those women faced then were very much like